95.7. The Game.
The only hit in the game until the sixth inning was the leadoff single in the top of the first by Aaron Hill. So he was on base, but quickly he was erased. Now Moscoso. Hill is running. Moscoso's in the stretch. He turns. He throws to Weeks, and out at second base is Aaron Hill. Aaron Hill trying to catch Moscoso napping. Guillermo a long time in the stretch, and Hill took off for second base. Then finally Moscoso able to whirl, and he fired to Weeks, and Jamal made the slap tag on Hill, and he's out for out number 2. And after Moscoso retired the side in the first, he was working on a 1-2-3 second. He was facing Mark Tian. Now Moscoso throws the 1-2 to Mark Tian. It's on the way, and it's taken on the outside corner. Fastball, ring him up, strike 3 called, perfect pitch. A 1-2-3 top of the second for Moscoso with 2 Ks. And after 1.5, still no score. And then Moscoso worked a 1-2-3 third and fourth. He was working on a 1-2-3 fifth inning. And he was going for it with Tian back to the plate once again. Here's the 1-2 with 2 out to Tian, and it swung on and missed. A fastball that ran right in on his hands. Another 1-2-3 frame for Moscoso. 2 more strikeouts, and halfway through our ball game today, after 4.5, it's still 0-0. But the problem for the A's was Luis Perez. He was lights out, as the A's did not have a base runner. And then with 2 out in the fifth inning, Perez looking to complete retiring the first 15 this afternoon and facing Connor Jackson. Now here's Perez, ready, turns and delivers, and Jackson, a check swing, ring him up, inside corner, he can't believe it. Strike 3 called. He hasn't left the batter's box yet. He's jawing with the plate umpire Todd Tichenor. 15 straight retired by Luis Perez in his major league starting debut. And after 5, still no score. The Blue Jays made a bid against Moscoso in the 6th inning, a leadoff 2-base hit by Aaron Sebia. But then the Blue Jays descending the sacrifice. McDonald was out number 1. Hill bounced out for out number 2. Aaron Sebia was still at second base, and Moscoso went to work on Eric Thames in a scoreless game. Moscoso peering in to get his sign. Outfield, there's a gap in right center. Thames, a left-handed hitter. And the 0-2 pitch. Now the check, ready, and here it is, and it's swung on and popped up. Back of the plate might be playable. Suzuki slings the mask away, has room, and he makes the catch, and Moscoso works out of it. And he works around the leadoff double by Aaron Sebia, and he was stranded at second base. We go to the bottom of the 6th, and it's still 0-0. In the bottom of the 6th, the leadoff walk to Pennington, the A's first baseman. Suzuki trying to sacrifice, but the bunt wasn't that far out in front of home plate, and so the Blue Jays actually almost turned a double play. They got the force at second, 2-6 to erase Pennington. Suzuki was at first, and Sizemore walked. Now the A's had 2 on and 1 out. The ball game is still scoreless, and Weeks is up at the top of the order. Here's the stretch, third base side of the rubber. And the 1-0 kick pitch. Weeks a shot up the middle, base hit center field. Suzuki had to wait. He goes to third. The bases are loaded. Suzuki had to make sure the ball was going through Jamal Weeks, and that's the A's first hit. It comes with 1 out in the bottom of the 6th inning. It loads the bases, and Crisp is coming up. And the Blue Jays had the right-hander Jansen ready in the bullpen. They stayed with the lefty Perez. Crisp was up with the bases loaded and 1 away. Suzuki at third. Sizemore at second. Weeks at first. The infield now, they're all kind of looking into the dugout and asking, how do you want us to play it? And Encarnacion comes to the edge of the grass at first. Up the middle, their double play depth. Laurie even with the bag at third. And the pitch, and Coco, ground ball, double play ball to short, flip to second, relay first on a hop, dugout by Encarnacion, and that quickly, it ends for the A's in the bottom of the 6th inning. The bases loaded in 1 out, and then a 6-4-3 double play. After 6 complete, still the A's 0 and Toronto 0. Didn't stay that way for long, however. Bautista leading off in the 7th inning.
Moscoso shakes off one, now finds the pitch she likes, and another payoff. Curveball ripped to deep left field. Batista has hit it a long way toward the out-of-town scoreboard and gone. He's the major league leader again in home runs. Number 36 for Jose Batista. A line drive over the out-of-town scoreboard in left field. The game's first run. And the Blue Jays lead it 1-0.
And then Moscoso left after 8 innings. In the 9th inning, it was Faustino de los Santos in the game out of the bullpen. He got the first 2 outs quickly. Then Bautista hit a high fly ball to center field that Coco Crisp lost in the sun. The ball landed behind him for a triple. So now critical stage here. It was only 1-0. Bautista's over at third base. And for De Los Santos, he went to work on Encarnacion. 2-2. Here's De Los Santos out of the stretch, and the pitch, and it's swung on and cute down the first baseline over the bag, diving. Allen's got it from his knees, throwing to De Los Santos for the out. Another great play by Brandon Allen, and Encarnacion fires his helmet toward the dugout in frustration. Allen saves a run, going well back of the bag, and then sliding on his knees and throwing from his knees. De Los Santos alertly covering, and that keeps the Blue Jays off the board. Bautista stranded over at third. We go to the bottom of the 9th. A pitcher's duel today. After 8.5, it's 1-0 Toronto. But then the Blue Jays stayed with Casey Janssen. He retired the side 1-2-3 in the 9th inning, and Janssen working 3 innings, allowing just 1 base runner. That was the walk to Allen. With 2 out in the 7th, Janssen getting his second save. The Blue Jays one-hitting the Athletics and winning it by the count of 1-0. Vince Cotroneo has the complete Sunday scoreboard when the A's postgame continues.